this, that, and the third. Like a rapper, you can just pull it like what we did back in 9th, 10th grade.
Facts.
Pull up a beat, type beat, free beat on the internet, and just
nowadays too.
Voice memos and just do whatever. And that's how some people get off. Like the software, I don't know what software you use or what you started off with. What was the software you started off with?
I started off with FL, and that was on like my mom's computer.
That's what's up.
And then now I'm on Ableton.
Ableton?
Yeah. Now I'm on the Mac.
That's what's up. How would you could you describe kind of like your evolution of your beats, or how different are your beats from when you first started to now?
A lot different. Before, that shit was terrible. Before it was like, I don't know.
What would you say like the hardest thing you learned what was the hardest thing like getting used to like making beats that actually like you felt like sounded good, like the hardest part of it in the beginning?
Making melodies and shit like that. I feel like the rhythm you just got rhythm if you you just born with rhythm.
Yeah, you're born with it.
But a melody and stuff like that, like sometimes, I mean, you could be born with that. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta listen and, get a feel for that. That could go for rhythm too, but most likely, at least for me, melodies and stuff, you really gotta get, you know what I'm saying?
Cause just trying to find that one sound.
Right.
If you're
cause I deadass don't know how to play piano.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of the mixing too as well, or?
Yeah.
Cause I feel like that's another thing. Cause sometimes I hear some songs from people that are less known, don't have as good a producer, and they don't account for like it being in headphones or something. So sometimes you get just drums that are just cooking your ears, and you got it on full blast, and it just hurts your ears.
I used to do that before, but that's again, that comes with learning and just being consistent and shit and all that.
Yeah.
But
so what crafted your melodies? Are you a producer that samples a lot, or do you like to just really make your own sounds?
I like to do both.
Both.
Yeah, I feel like if you just never should be one-sided. You should always do both.
Yeah.
Because you never know. You might meet somebody who wants something sampled, and then you be like, oh, I don't sample, and then you just missed out on something.
Have you ever ran into any issues with sample clearances or anything? Is that even a pain for someone not a producer who's as big yet per se? You ever run into any of those issues or no?
No, not yet.
Which one do you say is harder, sampling or making?
It's depending on what someone's asking for. Cause some people could be real broad and be like, oh, I want this type beat, and I fucking hate when people say that. To be honest with you, and they be like, oh, I want this type beat. I'd rather just make something and then send it. If you like, but if they ask for something to be sampled, then that's more, you know what I'm saying? It's more precise.
Do some people say they want to sample sometimes and just don't tell you? They're just figure it out and give it to them, or you usually get it sent to you?
Sometimes I'll just sample something if I'm bored or whatever, and then
facts. That Cassie shit is tough. I don't know how that shit hasn't popped more. That shit is so hard, bro.
That was no funny shit. That was I want to say our second song together.
Really?
I swear to God, that was our second song together. Yeah.
Bro, that's dope as fuck. Up to this point, do you have a favorite track that you produced?
Yeah. To be honest, my favorite one is Cappin', the one I did with Suplex, just because I like the energy from the beat, and then the energy that he brought.